What's going on, Fam Club? I have been absolutely obsessed with GameStop's graded card program. I know a lot of you aren't into graded cards, but if you are into graded cards, they have some fantastic deals and fantastic finds. And if you're a pro member, you're going to save 15% off of market price. How often can you go to a card show, walk in, offer 15% under market price, and they're going to go with it? Never. So I just wanted to show you some of the fantastic deals that I've seen on there. And I've recently picked up 11 cards that I'm going to share with you and let you know what I paid. Let's get to it. All right, I swear, this is not an ad for GameStop. I'm not even going to put my affiliate link. Well, okay, I'll put my affiliate link down below, because if you're going to buy something at GameStop, you might as well click on somebody's affiliate link. Anyways, being a pro member costs you 25 bucks a month, and you're going to get a $5 credit every month that you walk into the store. So if you have one nearby, you're going to get $60 in value from your $25 up front. And then there's a whole bunch of other benefits that you can get. But the one that I especially want to talk about today is the 15% that you get off graded cards. And also, if you trade in graded cards, you're going to get more value than if you didn't have it. Even if you don't have it, all the graded cards should be market price. They do make mistakes, so there's certainly things, and I'll show you at least one today where it's just way overpriced, and that's the Pikachu from the stamp box. But I just want to tell you, it's 25 bucks to be a member, and let's check out their graded cards that are live right now. So we just pop into the graded card section here. They got all kinds of cards, but obviously we're interested in Pokemon. Now, personally, there's a lot of ways I search this. Cards come up, and the good ones sell fast. So you've got to be watching, and I check every morning. Things get loaded in the morning. Things get loaded all during the day. I think I've even seen stuff loaded on Sundays, so I can't really lock down when stuff is getting logged into there. There's a few categories I like. Personally, I like 10s. I'm going to look through everything. I definitely bought some non-10s, which I'll show you today because they're fairly expensive, and the 10s are just crazy expensive. And when you get these 9s, you're barely going to be able to tell. I think if you're looking to resell, which I don't think is going to be an easy prospect, personally, I think going with 10s in English might be your best route. However, I've seen better deals on Japanese cards on here. So I tend to sort on the release date, newest to oldest, because in this case, the release date is when they're getting listed. So you can see, you can come through and see what is brand new that's getting added lately. Now, these things get picked over quick. So like I see this XY Evolutions Blastoise for $35.69 if you're a pro member. That's going to sell fast, probably in the next couple days. Now, I've been testing myself. I see things that I think are pretty cool. I'll add them to my cart, and then I'll just check back and see how fast they sell. And I've just kind of been monitoring what people are into that way and what's selling and what's not. There's definitely a lot of junk slabs on here, and there's a lot of junk slabs out there in the world, so be cautious about what you're after. Collect what you love, and you don't really have to worry about that. And obviously, always spend within your budget. So anyways, whatever the price you see here is going to be $4 more no matter what, because that is their shipping costs. So if you see $35.69, it's really going to be $39.68 after the $3.99. And then there's going to be taxes, of course. So, right now, I don't see much get posted this morning. It's probably been pretty picked over. So nothing super hot here. I want to show you some things that I saw throughout the last week, though. All right, here we go. First off, I did see some Giratina Vs in here, the alt arts from the Japanese set. Their market price is $667, and it seems like Pokemon is pretty much pulling straight from pricecharting.com for the most part. There's a lot of times it's to the penny the same as price charting. There are a few things that I've seen not follow price charting. Possibly they were entered slightly before or after, or for whatever reason, whoever was loading the card went with something different, which I thought was very strange, because 99% of the time the market price listing is exactly what's on pricecharting.com. So I thought these were pretty cool. You're going to save, if you're in the market for this, you're going to save 15% right off the bat. That's over $100 worth of savings on very expensive cards. Obviously, the lower value the card, like say this Mew and Mewtwo, the savings is going to be a lot less. You see market price is $38. After you add in the $4 for the shipping and handling, you're not really saving a lot. So obviously, the bigger the the more pricey the card is, the more you're going to save on it. Some other things I saw this week were like the Van Gogh Pikachu. If you're in the market for that, market price was about $230. You're going to save 30, 45 bucks right off the bat. Fantastic deal for an amazing card. Personally, I don't want to pay that much for this card as much as I love it. And as you can tell in the intro by my background, it's just $200 for this card that they gave out free is just hard for me to swallow right now. So we'll just see how it goes. Maybe there's so many out there. There's like 29,000 of these graded. Eventually people are going to be wanting to move them. I just can't imagine forever it's going to be a $200 card. Even the non-graded ones, if I could find a perfect one if the prices start to fall, then I'd go for that. Got the Gardevoir EX, absolutely gorgeous card. Again, the market value is about 120 bucks. You're going to get it for 96 or about 100 bucks. You're going to save $20 if you pick this up. And again, these are just some things. There was an Umbreon Vmax alt art on here. You're going to save yourself 250 bucks right off the bat. This thing sold quickly. Somebody grabbed the deal. Too rich for my blood. Fortunately, I already have one that I pulled and graded myself, so not too concerned about it. But if I had the means and I was in the market, this would be a great savings off of market price. I just thought this was an awesome card with Misty in here, of course. $220. You're paying for the Japanese waifu tax here, so it's a very expensive card, but it's just cool to see some of these rare and cards that you just don't see as often and get a great savings. They had the Worlds Yokohama deck, PSA 10, gorgeous card. I would have preferred to have bought this. I bought the whole little collection. I have it on my shelf. Inspected to make sure the card was in there, but I would have just been happy to get the PSA 10 for 120. I think I paid 160 for my Yokohama, and those things are dropping in price. Just love this card with Miraidon and Crydon in there. Cynthia, full art from Hidden Fates, $125 card, getting it for about 100 bucks. And Lugia, if you're in the market for Lugia, this one, I don't know, is $339 really the PSA 10? Let's check price charting quick on this one. Yeah, so I'm seeing right now $347 is the market price on $347. Yeah, so it's gone up a little bit since they loaded that one in there. So yeah, 15% savings right off the bat. Pretty good deal if you're a huge Lugia fan and you're after a PSA 10 of this. The gorgeous Umbreon V alt art from Evolving Skies. I mean, this thing just shot up. It's crazy. $285 market price. If you're in the market, you're gonna save whatever, 55 bucks, or well, 50 bucks after the $4 added on. Again, this sold right away. These are selling right away. These are ones that I noticed during the week, and I'm like, man, someone's gonna get a deal. $263 for the Mew from Paldean Fates, getting it down for about $215. The Rayquaza V alt art, gorgeous card. $200 in a PSA 10. Pick it up for $160, $165. Same thing, Dragonite V, Umbreon V, these full arts are super cool. They sold quickly. Again, just saving yourself 15%. So as I said before, 99% of the time they seem to be following price charting, but this one card, they don't seem to be doing it. It's promo card 227 from the Japanese stamp box, which included actual shipping stamps in there, and this card and a Cramorant card. The Cramorant card I think is about $100 for a PSA 10 because what people really want is the Pikachu here. And as you can see, there's 13 listed on GameStop right now, and they're listed with a market price of $516 all the way up to $550 for some reason. And you know, with the 15% off, it's only bringing it down to $416 for the cheapest one. And if you pop over to price charting, you can see here PSA is listed at $398, and it hasn't been $5 something since January. So why this one particular card they're listing it as so high, I don't know. But like I said, 99% of the time they're following price charting, and sometimes they're not, and sometimes that can result in a terrible deal, and occasionally it can result in a great deal. All right, so I got a stack of cards here that I picked up myself that I'm going to share with you and let you know what price I paid. You got to add $4 to every card that I list here, because no matter what, you're paying the extra $4 just to have GameStop pack it up and ship it to you. They do a good job on packing. Sometimes they have these little boxes that they put the cards in, and other times it's bubble wrapped. And in both cases, they're inside other boxes usually. And I have not had any, I can't complain about any of the shipping that I got. So I'm going low value to high value, just some cool cards that I picked up. We got the Mewtwo EX from XY Evolutions, just super cool card. I paid $17.84 for this. And I'm thinking about getting all the regular EX cards from XY Evolutions. I think they're cool. So I also picked up my boy Venusaur, one of my favorite Pokemon in the PSA 10 as well. I'm looking to get Blastoise and Charizard as well, but they cost more than these. This guy sent me back $24.64. Just super cool looking cards. Then I bought Lady from Hidden Fates. I just thought it was a cool looking card, and I thought it was a good deal. And I was hoping that maybe this would appreciate in value at some point. But Lady sent me back $21.24. So I thought it was just a cool full art from 2019. Can you believe 2019 was 5 years ago at this point? Then I picked up this Japanese Charizard V from one of my favorite artists, Oswaldo Cato. So I just wanted to have this card in my collection. And I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it up here, but the Japanese hit so hard. And this was a box hit, so it's not a promo like it was in English. And this guy set me back $21.94 plus the $3.99. Just a super cool looking Charizard card. And look who's in the background. That's right, my boy Venusaur. Next up, we got from Dream League. We got the Reshiram and Zekrom tag team with N on his shoulder here. Super awesome looking artwork on this card. Just love it. And again, PSA 10. All of these so far were PSA 10s. I do have some super high value cards coming at the end that were 9s that I just wanted in my collection. This one sent me back $27.94. Super cool looking artwork. And I think I have the alt art one as well, where it's more of a close-up and N is standing. And I've been meaning to send that one off the PSA because it's a super awesome card. Next up, I thought this was super undervalued. This one, if you look up the market price, it's way more than what I paid, and it's a super cool old card. Golbat, it's got a nice swirl there. It's a PSA 10. It's Japanese from Rocket Gang, and I just thought it was awesome. I just love these old Japanese cards with the old style holo. And this guy only sent me back $30.59, which I thought was a steal. It's a little hard to get the value, but I think it's like double that personally. Moving on, we got Sylveon V from Vmax Climax, another PSA 10. I need to get the Vmax as well. But I thought this was super cool. Gorgeous cards. I love the Vmax cards that came in our trainer gallery, and with Valerie here. So just super cool. This one sent me back $39.94. Super cool card. Again, that would have been a box hit, and they didn't have the trainer galleries like we did. That would have been your one SAR if you were lucky enough to get an SAR. Next up, what do we got here? Oh, we got Charizard from Evolutions. And this is the first one that's not a 10. This is an 8. Super cool card. 9s and 10s are extremely expensive, and I just wanted this in my collection. Loved the holo here. Super cool looking. And, who doesn't love a Charizard? And if you're looking to invest, Charizard's the king of investing, right? So let's see. Charizard set me back $39.94 for this PSA 8. You're going to pay a heck of a lot more for a 9 and a 10. And personally, I think it looks great. I really didn't see too much wrong with it. Next up, we're going back to 10s with my boy Greninja from Hidden Fates. Just a gorgeous full art card. One of the most beloved Pokemon there are. I thought it was a pretty good deal. And I originally was going to buy one, and somebody bought it before I bought it. And I kept watching, and eventually another one came up, so I snagged it. This guy sent me back $51.84. Not an inexpensive card. All right, now we're jumping up even more in value here. The next card, I've always wanted this card. I didn't want to spend the money on a 10, and when I saw it on GameStop for a 9, and then I could save the 15%, I'm like, yeah, I'm going for it. $80.74 for Red's Challenge with Bulbasaur. Absolutely love this one. Fantastic artwork. This is from Tag Team All-Stars. Again, $80, 84 bucks after the $4 shipping, and it's about a $100 value card. So it's not like an insane, but odds of you walking into a card show and saving that much, when people are, you'd have to be buying you'd have to be a seller buying at 70 or 80% value, and you're already at 85% if you can catch some of these fantastic. And this is the last but not least card that I picked up. Always wanted this card. Can't afford a PSA 10. Well, I mean, I guess technically I could, but I don't want to spend PSA 10 money, at least not right now. Maybe in the future, but I don't see a dang thing wrong with this card. Like, I feel like, almost like I could crack this thing out and regrade it if I really wanted to. I'll probably have to inspect it even more, but it just is absolutely gorgeous. Maybe there's a little something that I'm missing. $129.19. The original Moonbreon, Japanese. Just an absolutely gorgeous artwork from Kimiya Masago. Just love this card. Always loved it ever since I learned about it. And when I saw it on GameStop and I was going to save 50% right off the bat, I just had to grab it up. So there you have it. Those are all the cards I've picked up so far, and I keep watching daily. Have you guys gotten into any GameStop cards so far, and what have you picked up? What do you guys think of the program? As far as selling to them, I don't know about that. With a little bit of hustle, I think you can do a better job selling online on eBay or something, but it's worth checking out. They'll give you an estimate if you go to their website. You just plug in the certain number that you have, see what they'll pay you. You can also get trade-in value if you want. And also, and then compare it to price charting and eBay's recent sales and see how it can go. The other thing that's interesting about this is all these sales that are happening on GameStop are going untraced. So they're not being reflected in sites like price charting and PokeData.io or wherever the heck you're tracking. So it's kind of interesting because they're all selling for 15% under value. Doesn't that kind of drive down the actual value when this is happening? But I don't know. Interesting. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll catch you in the next video.